Hello, this is a video for students of my fine arts classes or anyone else who wants to learn a little more about Edmodo, which is an educational networking site we're going to be using in class quite a bit. So this is here to give you some information. Some things that we're going to go over are going to include how to sign up, how to navigate the wall, a little bit about posts, calendar stuff, grades, the library and shared folders, which is one of my favorite features, communication and parent access. And even if you think that you might be able to figure it out, you might learn something new here, so I encourage you to stick with me. It's only a few minutes, and hope you learned something. So let's get started. We're going to start with how to sign up. I would prefer that you use your Fenwick email address. If you don't want to for some reason or have some compelling reason not to, that's fine. Just make sure you remember which email address you're going to use. And the class code that you'll need to sign up with your specific period of fine arts is listed on the course outline, which was given to you in class. So that's pretty simple and very important. Don't forget to write down your email and password somewhere safe. I've had a lot of students in the past who have had to spend a lot of unnecessary time trying to remember their password or which email they used or whatever. So write it down. Don't tell me, but write it down somewhere safe. Leave it at home, or just make it something that you're going to definitely remember. So don't forget. Moving on here. The wall. It's kind of organized similar to Facebook. The wall is where all the posts for the class are, so if I post a note or if I post an assignment or a link to a video or whatever, it's all going to show up on there. And then you can also post on the wall. You can send messages to the whole class, and you can send messages privately to me. Those won't show up on the wall. They'll show up on your wall, but not everyone else in the class. But the only thing you can't really do is send messages to each other. So you can't send them specifically one-on-one to each other, but like I said, you can post to the whole class. So moving on, posts, just a reminder, a friendly reminder, be careful what you type, because as the administrator for our class, I can delete any posts, but you can't. So if you put up something up there that you think you might regret, make sure to stop yourself before you do that. Don't do anything you're going to regret. So that's that. Moving on. The calendar is one of my favorite functions of Edmodo. It's really great. If you go to the top of the page, in that sort of blue bar, there's a link that says calendar. It's pretty self-explanatory there. There's a whole list laid out there of assignments on the calendar with due dates, which is great. If you're sick, look here for assignments, and even if you're not sick, this is a resource for you. So of course I'll go over due dates and things like that in class, but in case you're not sure or you forgot or you missed a day because you were gone for a sports thing or you were sick or whatever, this is what it's here for. So I keep it very up to date in terms of what you need to do. So it's all there. Please use it. Moving on. Grades. Get a lot of questions about grades from students and parents who haven't used this before. You will not be submitting assignments electronically through Edmodo to me. So it'll look like often that you will have things that say that you have missing assignments or whatnot, or you'll have a bad grade in the class or something like that. But pay no attention to that, because I do not use Edmodo as a gradebook. The only gradebook that I use is Edline, so that's the one you should check for grades. So it's just the way that Edmodo is set up that it has the option for me to use it as a gradebook, but I choose not to do that. I'll definitely let you know if you're ever going to submit an assignment online, and I'll give you plenty of warning and explain how to do that and everything. So otherwise, don't worry about those missing assignments or what it says as missing assignments. Moving right along, the library is my other favorite function besides the calendar. It's pretty cool. If you go to that blue bar, kind of near where it says calendar, go to library at the top of the page there, and then select folders, which is on the left side, and then go to folders shared with me, and then select fine arts. there you'll find all kinds of cool stuff. Anything that I post on the wall is going to be there. There's an electronic copy of the course outline. There are sometimes I put podcasts and things like that that are supplementary that'll help you, a list of helpful websites, other kinds of resources, all kinds of good stuff. This is here for you, especially if you feel like you need extra help, or if you just want to get ahead or anything like that, or if you're just interested. It's all there for you, so please use it. Next thing, communication. Edmodo can be set up to send you emails every time that there's a post on the wall or something like that. You can also have it send text messages to your phone, which I think is a pretty cool feature. Some students really like that, some don't. If you do, definitely check it out. All of the settings can be tweaked to your liking, like which kinds of posts you'll get for text messages and for emails and stuff like that. So just explore it, check it out, and make it work for you. That's the whole idea. And then parent access. Every student account has a parent code that's associated with it, which means that parents can essentially go on and see everything that their student sees, which is all the assignments and the library and all that kind of stuff. It's a pretty cool thing for parents who want to stay in touch with what's going on in class. Some students really, or some parents and students like to have that available. And the only thing that parents can't do is participate in the online discussion. So they can't post on the wall or anything like that, but they can, like I said, sort of view what's going on in the class. So, and lastly, explore and enjoy. That's basically the gist of my presentation here. If you have any specific questions, you can always email me or see me in class or something like that. You can also send me a message over at Edmodo if you like. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and I look forward to using this Edmodo stuff to help you get the most